All right, welcome to another episode of Lifted. My name's Eric. I'm your host, and I wanted to continue the dialogue this week. For me, I want to kind of set the stage and kind of share some information to start. Listen, my goal is to get one out a week, and I can't say that I'm gonna give them every single week on time. Right now, I have a lot going on, and me being able to just push this out is good. And I try to push it on the days that I'm feeling 100% inspired because I want to continue to give you the best I've got. And this is why you may not get it on time every week. But that being said, this conversation is around health. Uh, Before I started my transformation, I was 320 pounds. I was severely overweight. I was almost on the brink of taking medication for high blood pressure. I've taken medication for rheumatoid arthritis, which I've been diagnosed with years ago, right? And I didn't understand what was really happening. For me, I was just so busy in everyday life, I didn't prioritize my health. For me, health was kind of like the last piece, right? I was just worried about others, not myself. And I got kind of lost. And I got to the point where me having these, you know, illnesses was just normal, right? Just take what you need to take and just move forward. But I went through a little bit of a hard time and COVID hit. And I was kind of like, what am I going to do to kind of like get my things in order, right? And I'll never forget, I had a phone call with my boy Chris. Shout out to Chris. Chris hit me up. We had a conversation and we kind of spoke about me getting back in the gym, or at least starting, because to be honest, I was never in love with the gym. I love sports early on. That's what kept me going, but the gym wasn't really my thing. So when he asked me, if I want to go into the gym, I was like, yeah, I do want to. I want to, figure this thing out. This was like 3, 4 years ago, about 3 years ago. And when I agreed to go to the gym, he had asked me, so he's like, so when do you want to go? I'm like, yeah, let's go like next week, Monday. And that's like 8 days away. It was like a Sunday. And he was like, how about tomorrow? And it kind of put me on the spot. I'm like, all right, so I can't say I'm sick because he knows I'm okay, right? And I was like kind of confused at that point, like, damn, I kind of put myself in this predicament, right? I said, I wanted to do something, now I got to do it. And if he's saying tomorrow, I got no excuses. So the answer is yes. So I get in the gym and he put me on this like full body compound workout, which really is just a pull and push and some legs, right? So you do a little bit of all of the above, and then that'll be your routine for the day. And he's like, just do this every other day for 3 to 6 months. Goal is 6 months. And he goes, if you can get past 3 months, it's a habit, it's a routine now. And if you get to six, then it's pretty established. And I'm like, what else do I have to lose, man? I want to figure things out. I want to get back, or I want to get healthy for pretty much the first time since I've started becoming unhealthy. And I knew that, working out was it. So I'm like, let me just give this full effort. So we started. Pain in the ass. I hated it. It was torture. It was like always when you first started the gym, it's always like torture. It's always like, I'm being punished for something I did. And essentially I was, because I went years of neglecting my health. So it's only right that I get punished for the time that I took, I didn't take it serious. So the first day went by. It was a tough workout. I got through it. And then the second piece before to finish the workout, we spoke about nutrition and how important protein and the right food that you put in your body does for your body, right? Because what happens is when you work out, you break down your body and you need to replenish it and you need to rebuild it. And I didn't understand that. So for me, being in the past, the only thing I kind of understood was just cut out, cut everything out. And that's the only way to lose weight, right? And this was a different approach. This is like, eat what you need to eat. Eat pretty much as you can, right? But eat the right foods, right? Fibers, granola, yogurts, stuff that's not high in I would say carbs. So try to be, eat less carbs and eat more protein, which is the meats, and then eat more veggies, which is the greens and fiber, right? So I was like, you know what? Let me try this. So my boy was like, my other boy Luis, shout out to Luis. He has ordered me some food from a restaurant around the corner, and the food was just a big piece of chicken, a lot of veggies, and I want to say it was like another meat in there as well, and I ate the whole thing, and I felt a little guilty, like this isn't normal. Usually when I want to get right, I just cut everything out, but here I have a big plate of like meat and veggies. I ate it, I was full, and that was pretty much the remedy to start. Just try to stay away from carbs, eat as much protein, and eat and as much veggies as you can. Obviously, you don't want to overindulge, but you add a few pieces. You make sure you're full on the right foods, right? So I did that for a few weeks, and I just kept that routine going. So now I kind of understood the nutrition piece. I understood the working out piece, and the routine and discipline that goes behind it. One of the hardest part was finding time. I think time is very important. Time can easily be lost, and I just understood the importance of time and understood the importance of my routine. So I built routines to complement my lifestyle that allowed me to spend time in the gym and allowed me to prepare meals and always have food prepared no matter what, right? So I did that for a few weeks, and then after a while, it became a habit. It just became everyday life. And once I really got into it, I started to lose the weight, but I started to build muscle. And then I was finally infected. I say the word infected. That's kind of like my word for this. It's when you're infected, it's no longer a punishment to eat right and go to work out. It becomes a lifestyle. It becomes necessary. It becomes part of your way of letting out negative toxins and just bringing in good energy. And once I got infected with the benefits of working out, not just for looks, but more importantly for how you feel. Once I got hit with that feeling, it was pretty much an addiction ever since. And it's a good addiction. And I just really kept my foot to the pedal. I kept eating right. I kept working out. And it's been a few years. And ever since I've gotten into my health routines and really took my health serious, I've probably lost about 80 pounds. But the good part is a lot of the body mass that I have now is some muscle in there too. So I've cut down on body fat dramatically. And the benefits of that is not just, you feel better, you look better. I don't need no medications. Sorry. I don't need no medications. I don't need no high blood pressure pills, which I was on the border of getting. I don't need anything for my arthritis. I only take maybe an aspirin whenever my body is sore from a workout. And before I was taking ibuprofen all the time. I was always in pain, always had joint pain. I always had some kind of pain that, just kept like kept staying in the background, which didn't. It just at one point felt normal, but now I don't have any pain unless it's soreness, right? Which is a good thing. So I don't suffer from any rheumatoid arthritis that I know of. Last time I went to the doctor, it said I was negative. Not sure how that happens, but at least I don't need anything for inflammation in my joints. And I don't need the high blood pressure at all. I am pretty healthy now, and I feel great. I think when you work out, it's a good way to release negativity, negative energy, and just get yourself in the right place and like have goals to hit every time you go. So when you accomplish these goals, whether it's I only ran 2 miles, I want to run 3 miles today, and you crush it, that does a lot for your psyche. That does a lot for your self-esteem, your confidence, and it just puts you in the right direction to start your day. So now it's almost like I can't even go without it. So it put me in a better mental state at all times. So yeah, I'm very happy to say that I was able to shake some of these illnesses, but more importantly, it's just so good for your mental. So that's my spiel on healthy living and why it's so important. I recommend people do what it takes, man. It really does a difference in your life. You can always inbox me, comment, whatever you need to learn more information from me so I can share. I'm always willing to share. Staying lifted is about sharing information to help lift others. And that's kind of what I'm all about. So yeah, definitely feel free to reach out. And yeah, until then, subscribe, like the channel, support, be a part of the movement, and stay lifted always. Peace.